Hey, good morning, folks. Brad Cross here, BJC Outdoors. Hey, we're down here on the river this morning, man. Gonna do something exciting, man. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Gonna be down here catching some of these big shellcracker. They make a run up in here, man, out of the main river every year. I'll show y'all where we're fishing here. Some of y'all know, some of you won't. I'm not gonna say the name because I may not. I may just disappear, man. These guys down here, they are funny about this shellcracker hole. But anyway, I got my stuff down on the dock. I'm gonna go down there and get set up and show y'all what we're doing. Y'all stay tuned. All right, y'all, we're gonna ease our way down here. Yeah, these folks down here, man, they don't play around with this shellcracker hole. These guys been fishing it for years, but they just don't like a lot of attention, and I understand. I used to be that way with my fishing holes too, but like I said, it's just one of them places, man, that people come to get some fish to eat. But this is a well-known place, man. Y'all, a lot of y'all probably even know where I am. But like I said, there's some big old shellcrackers out here, and we're finna try to catch some of them. We got a boat right here that's fixing to take off here in just a minute. One of them big old ocean cruisers that I have to talk about all the time, but yeah, I think we're gonna move down here just a little bit, get out of this boat's way, because he's cleaning her up. He's fixing to leave, so we'll move down just a little. But yeah, I love catching these things, man. I've been wanting to get down here for a while. I did come once this year for a few minutes. It was kind of a day like today. It was a cold front coming in. You know, we got winds right now, 25-30 mile an hour sustained winds with gusts up to 30-40 mile an hour today. So that's another reason I want to do this. Let me ease down here while I tie my basket off. You got to stay out of the way of these boats, man. They got priority here, so if you get in the way of one, you got to move down a little, because he's fixing to move. When he does, he fixes to mess me all up if I don't. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm excited about it, man. I brought 2 ultralights with me. That's what we're gonna use. Like I said, I don't get to do this much, man, but I love catching these panfish, especially these old big ones, man. They put up a good fight. Got some worms from Walmart. Well, that box came from Walmart. This one came from a bait store right up the road here. I try to support them all, man. Our local small bait shops, there's not much left of them. They pretty much done all shut down. So, but yeah, this is my setup. That's a number 10. I think that's Aberdeen. And this, what I do on my rig, I got a little bead stopper right there, and that's a 5/16 egg sinker. And I just let that slide there. The shellcracker, man, they're pretty smart, and but I will tell you, they will swallow your hook. So you gotta kind of remember that, man. Them worms, them jokers is all on top. And I opened that thing up and they shot to the bottom, because it's cold out here this morning, y'all. It is cold. The shellcracker like to see stuff moving. So when I hook my worm on there, these ain't gonna move too much, it's so cold. But I like to let him wiggle on the bottom, wiggle on the top, something like that. That didn't bring me no rag. I wished I had it. If y'all had to overlook my dirty hands if this all works out. But yeah, I just throw it out there, man. You don't have to cast very far. They're in here. Let her go to the bottom. Sit there and wait for that bite. There are some good ones in here, y'all. There's some in here big as crappie, man. And that's there's one of them ocean cruisers, y'all. That's actually a sailboat. Can't get away from them no matter where I go. Which I'm in their home here, so There we go. There we go. There's one of them good ones. There's one of them good ones. No, he ain't no good one either. He's a little guy. He's just turned sideways. That's a bluegill right there. And there's some of them in here too. Oh, looked like a hybrid. He had a color of a shellcracker, but yeah, I hit him. He was turned sideways and made him feel a whole lot bigger than he was. Oh, there he is. And dude's fight right there. I think this is gonna be a good one. Now, here you go. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Yeah, he's a small guy, but he's the right kind. That's a shellcracker. Y'all can see right there. I'm not gonna keep him. He's too small, but you can see if I can get him to open his mouth. Usually they go kind of crazy when you try to open their mouth. Man, it's strong as an ox too, y'all. Anyway, you can see that red dot right there. That's called a red ear sunfish is what they call them, but here we call them shellcrackers. But he ain't a bad one. You know, he's a little less than hand size, but we can catch him a whole lot bigger than that. But I'm gonna let him go so he can grow. Yeah, shellcracker, they're a little different, man, than like bluegill and some of the others. You know, they like a bigger serving, and something live is the best way to describe it. You know, you can catch them on a dead worm, small piece of worm, but most of the time your best luck on the bigger ones is gonna come with a bigger serving of a worm. Now you can catch them on crickets, but usually for me that's in the spring. You know, when they're spawning, or like in the summertime when they spawn. They don't spawn necessarily in the spring. Depends on the water temp, but they're just different, man. They're different breed of the sunfish family, and like I said, they're one of the best ones to eat. It's kind of crazy. You got to hit that sweet spot. If you hit that sweet spot, oh, you got it, son? Yeah, he does. He does. This little guy here too, I think. I don't know. Yeah, he ain't that big. Well, he's a shellcracker. He's the right kind. He gets a little bit small. He'd make a good taco, you know. He'd make a good taco. Sure will. Yeah, there's a few of them old guys coming in over there on the other side. Like I said, they'll almost cut your throat down here, man, over these fish. I got about 5 minutes before this dude starts rolling out in that boat. When he does, I'll have to pull my line in. Hopefully we'll get bit before then. I like to catch us a good one, man. They may not be in here yet, the bigger ones, but there's a few. And what they do get fish for, heavily. And if it's an edible size one, he ain't going back, because these guys don't throw them back. Folks, that about jerked my pole in the water. Sure did. He ain't no big one either. Mean, man. That joker took off, and I'm talking about just scratched my old pole all to pieces there. Well, buddy, you sure are lucky. I guess I'm lucky you didn't take my pole. You see, man, them things, they're big, man, for a bluegill. One that slim, but we need them a lot bigger than that for for the table anyway. Now, you know, I have caught them that kept them that big or that small, and I will again. They make perfect tacos, but they got some tough old jaws too, boy. Folks, I'm throwing way out yonder and pick these fish right here under my feet. I don't know if there's any size to them though, that's the thing. Oop. Well, they ain't much size to them, but there's a bunch of fish down there. I was just letting that thing hang off the side while I was adjusting my float. The man once slammed it, and I thought, what the crap? So I just dropped it back down. They're definitely in here. Oh, we got one on the bobber. It don't feel like a bad one. Bluegill there. It ain't a bad one. That's a good one for a bluegill, yeah. Oh, he just, y'all look at that. He didn't break my line. My hook came, the little gap between the eye of the hook came out from around my line. Well, I'll be doggy. Doggy dog. Oh, yeah, there's a bite. He got it. Yep. Ain't no size to him. Right species though. Folks, I was trying to tie me a flip float on, and I can't even. They won't give me time. I may have to leave one out just to be able to get that tied on. Well, they definitely the right species, but just ain't the right size. Folks, they just will not let me tie that one on. Oh my goodness gracious, folks, it ain't nothing like it. A little better one. Make some good taco. Sure would. Sure would. Yeah, I can't, I'm just throwing this one out there, kind of keep fishing. I may have to reel it in because I can't get this one tied on. They biting before I ever get anything done. They bite and I have to lay it down. Well, that right there may do it, y'all. That old dude there got one of them souped up 2 strokes on that thing, and that joker is loud. If it's that loud on the water, I don't think there'll be a fish caught here for next week. Alright, y'all. I come down here and check this other spot. Y'all see right there, man, I got a nice one in there. Oh, it ain't the big one that I'm after, but it's big enough to eat. Big as the size I want anyway. But I didn't take my camera with me. I didn't take none of my stuff. I just took a rod and a box for them to just see if they was down here, and they are. I got 2 bites. 2 casts. Missed the first one, caught this one. This one swallowed my hook. I probably wouldn't have kept him. He's borderline from what I'm looking for, but he swallowed my hook, so I threw him in the basket. Good thing is about down here, there's nobody down here, so this kind of claims my little area to myself. The only bad thing is gonna have the sun in the camera a little bit, but I'm gonna try to stand where I can keep y'all out of having to look into that sun. It ain't the sun you're looking in, it's the glare off that water. But we're gonna ease down here, man. And I tell you what, that was I knew we'd find them if I had could get somewhere where I could film and not be in the sun and be out of that wind. That wind is rough this morning, man. Somebody left their jigs and things there on the dock. Yeah, we're gonna set up. I think I can go down this way and set up and kind of keep y'all out of the sun, because I know that's aggravating. I don't want to look into it. I know y'all don't need it. Yeah, I didn't want to bring all my stuff down here, man, and not be any fish here, but that's a good one, man. He's, you know, he ain't the mongos we after, but he's definitely a eater size. So we're gonna sit him right there and tie our basket off real good, and we're gonna sit here and try to catch us some, man. I'm thankful, very blessed to come down here and check this. I've never fished here, but I've never seen anybody else fishing here either. So it may be something that we found that nobody else is messing with right now. So they'll know when I'm done. But yeah, fishing out there on that front side, you know, closer to the river, and I thought, well, shoot, them fish coming through there, they're going somewhere, and this is as far as they can go, and in my opinion would be the warmest water. So I just whooped in here on the way out, and they're here, man. Get us another worm on there. I hate when them things swallow the hook, man, with them shellcrackers. Bad about that. Bad about it. Alright. We're gonna get on our bucket and give her a toss. They was right out there. Like I said, I cast it once, and within, I set my rod down, and within 30 seconds one had bit it. I picked it up, missed him, which he hit a lot harder for size than the one I actually caught. But there we go. Man, the dude fight. That's not. He's a little guy. Beautiful fish, man. Beautiful fish. At least they're biting more consistent and not having to wait on a bite over here. They're there. I just got to hit that spot. As soon as it hits bottom, they got it. They're on it. And I believe if it wasn't this cold front wasn't coming through and it wasn't so windy, it'd be better. But yeah, back here, it's about, I'm gonna say 10 to 12 foot where I'm casting at. And out on the front where we were fishing, it's only 6 or 7 foot. So this cove actually gets deeper in the back, but it's probably warmer because it's blocked from that cold north wind. Oop, missed him. Little guy, I think. Yeah. I don't know. He may be running through me. Yeah, little guy. They're the right species though, man. That's, like I said, they're in here. But it's not the big ones. Concentrated heavy yet, so. Oh, there we go. Another little guy. Man, they're loaded in here. They're just small. They're just small. Beautiful fish though, man. Good eat. Even them small ones are good. There we go. Another small one. Where are the big dogs at, man? And see, that one don't have the red ear like the rest of them, but it's got everything else. The colors. Put me another worm on there. Feel like the bigger profile's gonna catch a bigger one. They seem to like it on there when it's moving. If you don't have enough worm on there for it to move, you know, like it right there, because it'll be doing that same thing on the bottom. Cool. There we go. Uh-oh, this may be a better one here. Yeah, he feels like it. Nah, I think he's just a little mean one. They fight, man. They turn themselves sideways. They're strong for a little fish. Skinny dude right there. There he is. Snagged him, man. I got him all jacked up. He didn't even have the hook. He just all wrapped up in a line. There we go. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. Now if this is a shell cracker, it's a good one, but it don't feel like it. Unless I got him foul hook. No, it can't be, man. What do we got here? I'm sure, look here. That is a flathead. What are you doing in here, son? You just, folks, don't y'all look what a beautiful flathead. I'm talking about just absolutely beautiful. Colors of that thing, little bitty guy. I think that's probably the smallest one I've ever caught. Sure is. Well, buddy, I appreciate you, and I hope you spend the rest of your life in here eating and getting big, and stay away from them boxes and trot lines. Folks, that's awesome. I'm telling you, beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh me. You better stay away from some of them people's lines, because a lot of them ain't gonna throw nothing like it back. Especially if they've ever ate one. That right there would be delicious, but for me it ain't enough meat on him to justify me killing him. You know, it just ain't. That's just the way I am. Ooh, I knew he felt heavy. A lot heavier than a shell cracker. Uh-oh. No, he ain't no bigger, just a little meaner. I hadn't got bit on that float. I think I just don't have the right depth for it, but alright folks, I'm trying to get my little rooster tail tied on. Another one gonna take off with it. Right species, wrong side. Couldn't see what this one is. Yeah, it's just shell cracker, but they're not no size to them. little bro. Take it on, son. Yeah, another little guy. I mean, a little guy right there. Son, you won't even make the grease stink. Get me a bigger piece of worm on there. See if that'll help. We finna get ready to roll out of here, y'all. Like I said, I didn't want to drag this video out, but I just want to share it because I know we could possibly get on some good eater size down here, but they're just not in here yet, man. The bigger ones. Or if they are, they're just shut down, you know. Most times I've been here was during a cove front, so that could be the deal, you know. How big they are, they fun. Uh-oh, you got some weight, or you just mean? You just mean. Just a meanin'. Oh, meanin'. I mean, I bet I've caught 50 of them things. And they all about the same size. But one thing for sure, you can't never catch them all. There just ain't no way possible. That's why our creel limit's 50 per person, and I mean, that's a lot of fish for one person. But from what DNR thinks or studied or whatever, they feel like that's a sustainable amount for human consumption, and the fish be able to take care of themselves too. So, and it's been that way ever since I was old enough to read and know what it meant. Oh, there we go. Now that feels like a little better. He may just be mean, and yeah, he's just a mean. They kind of like crappie, y'all. When you hang one, they start rolling, flopping sideways and everything else, and it makes you feel like you got a big one on. Because I do know what a big fish feels like, but I've said that so many times this morning, saying it was a good one. I do make mistakes, but all right, y'all, we're finna get ready to roll out of here, man. Had an awesome time down here at this marina this morning, trying to catch us some lunch, some supper or something. But hey, we caught a bunch of fish. I probably caught 55, 60 of them, but just wasn't the right size, right species, wrong size. And you know, that's kind of what we're gonna take from this. But I will be back. You know, I'll give it another week, 2 weeks, whatever. It's fixing to turn off real cold. It's cold right now, but this is the first cold day we've had in about 2 weeks. It's kind of odd for this time of year, but once it gets cold, stays cold, it's gonna put these fish where they want to be and need to be for the winter. And like I said, I'm excited about it, man, because I love to eat them shellcracker, and probably ain't a funner fish to catch than you know, far as panfish than a shellcracker. I love to catch them crappie too, but shellcracker, man, they fight like no other. They fight kind of like a channel cat. They fight from the bite all the way to the boat or to the bank, and they keep on fighting until you turn them loose and put them in the frying pan. So, well, all right, we're gonna get on out of here and get warmed up. I appreciate y'all watching. Catch you on the next one. See you then. God bless you.